Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. In this video, let us learn about the concept rationalization. First, what is meant by rationalization? See here, in the name itself, we can find the meaning that rationalization. Nothing but we have to make a set or any irrational number or anything into a rational number by multiplying it with another number. So here, suppose I'll take root 2. Suppose this one is a irrational number, right? So I want to make it a rational number. So how can I make it a rational number? So for this, if I multiply with root 2, then it will become root 2 whole square, right? So root 2 whole square is nothing but 2. It became a rational number. So here we can tell root 2 is a rationalizing factor for root 2. And one more thing, for the same number, you can take 2 root 2, right? 2 into root 2, nothing but 2 into root 4. So 2 into 2, that is equal to 4. 4 is also a rational number, right? So here 2 root 2 is also a rationalizing factor. In the same way, I can take root 8. So root 8 into root 2 is nothing but root 16, that is equal to 4. This is also a rational number. So root 8 is also a rationalizing factor for root 2. But here, what is the least rationalizing factor? The least rationalizing factor for root 2 is root 2 itself. Right? In the same way, let me take one more example. 2 minus root 3. What is the rationalizing factor for 2 minus root 3? Here, what I have to do? Rationalization means what I told, we have to make it into a rational number, right? So, if we have any number of this type, how we can do rationalization? For this, the rationalizing factor will be 2 plus root 3. Why? Because here, if you multiply it with the same number, what will you get? 2 minus root 3 whole square, which is nothing but a minus b whole square. A square plus b square minus 4ab again root 3. Again, this is not a rational number, right? So, if any number is in the form of a plus b, we have to take a minus b as a rationalizing factor. And if it is in the form of a minus b, we can take a plus b as a rationalizing factor. Why? Because if you multiply both a plus b and a minus b, you will get square to both the numbers. It is nothing but a square minus b square, and there root will get cancelled, right? So 2 minus root 3 into 2 plus root 3, 2 square minus root 3 square. So 4 minus 3, here we got a rational number, right? So here, keep it in mind, when any number is in the form of a plus b, the rationalizing factor we have to take it as a minus b, and in the same way, any number in the form of a minus b, you have to take rationalizing factor as a plus b. Now, let me take few examples. Find the lowest rationalizing factor of 5 root 2. Let me write here 5 root 2. I'll write some questions here. Root 5 minus 3, root 13 plus 3, and root 5 minus root 2. See here. So we know what is the least rationalizing factor for 5 root 2. If you take 5 root 2, this will be one among the rationalizing factors, but it is not the least rationalizing factor. Why? Because we have root 2, right? So we can take root 2, nothing but 5 root 2 into root 2. 5 into 2, nothing but 10. So root 2 is the least rationalizing factor. In the same way, just now I told, it is in the form of a minus b. So rationalizing factor of root 5 minus 3 is root 5 plus 3 is the smallest rationalizing factor. In the same way, root 3 plus 3, root 13 plus 3 is root 13 minus 3 for this, root 5 plus 2 is, sorry, root 5 plus root 2 is the smallest rationalizing factor. Next, rationalize the denominators of. See here, we have to rationalize the denominators here. So, how to do this type of problems? Here they ask to find rationalizing factor, but here they are asking rationalize the denominator. So, let me write the questions first. 3 by root 5. Next, 2 root 3 by root 5. 1 by root 3 minus root 2, and in the same way root 6 minus root 5 by root 6 plus root 5. So if you see here, we are not supposed to rationalize everything. They are asking rationalize the denominators. So we have to rationalize only denominators. Here what is the denominator? Root 5. We have to rationalize root 5. That's all. So, but we are not supposed to change its value. Okay, if you multiply root 5 to only the denominator, the value will change. But we are not supposed to change the value here. So what we have to do, mate? We have to multiply and divide with the rationalizing factor. What is the rationalizing factor for root 5? Root 5. So into root 5 by root 5. So 3 into root 5 in the numerator, 3 root 5. By root 5 into root 5 is root 5 square, nothing but 5. So we rationalized 3 root 5, 3 by root 5 as 3 root by 5, 5. Next, 2 root 3 by root 5. So again, here we have to rationalize only the denominator. So again, multiplying with rationalizing factor of root 5 and dividing root 5 by root 5. So how we will get 2 into root 3 into root 5, it is root 15 by 5. So this is the rationalization for 2 root 3 by root 5. Next, we have to rationalize the denominator. We know it's rationalizing factor, right? So rationalizing factor is root 3 plus root 2. So we have to multiply and divide with its rationalizing factor in order to not to change its value. So they are asking to only rationalize the denominator. So for this we have to multiply and divide with its rationalizing factor. So a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square. So 3 minus 2. So root 3 plus root 2 by 1. So by 1 is negligible. In the same way here, root 6 minus root 5 by root 6 plus root 5, as we have to rationalize the denominator. What is rationalizing factor for denominator? Root 6 minus root 5. So we are multiplying and dividing in order to not to change its value. Both are same, right? So root 6 minus root 5 whole square by a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square. So 6 minus 5 it is 1. A minus b whole square. A square plus b square minus 2 root 5 into root 6. 2 root 30 by 1. So 11 minus 2 root 30 is the final answer after rationalizing. Next, see here, find the values of a and b in each of the following. So we have to find the values of a and b. They gave a condition. So based on that, we have to find the values by comparing. Let us see how we can do them. So see here, 2 plus root 3 by 2 minus root 3 is equal to a plus b root 3. See here, what happened here? Here, they transport this in the form of this one. So, in order to compare this, we have to transpose it like this. So that here the denominator is 1. So, we have to make the denominator as a rational number. So, what we can do means just take 2, consider 2 plus root 3 by 2 minus root 3, multiply it with rationalizing factor in order to change the denominator. So 2 plus root 3 whole square by a plus b into a minus b a square minus b square. So 2 plus root 3 whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab by 4 minus 3. So 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 4 root 3 by 4 minus. If you compare, a is equal to 7 and b is equal to 4. That's all. Next, the same way, see, simplify 22 by 2 root 3 plus 1 plus 17 by 2 root 3 minus 1. See, if you observe here, these two are rationalizing factors to each other, right? So we can do one thing. If you take the LCM, what is the LCM for these two? This one into this one, right? So 2 root 3 plus 1 into 2 root 3 minus 1 is the LCM, and 22 into 2 root 3 minus 1 plus 17 into 2 root 3 plus 1, right? So 22 2s, 44 root 3 minus 22 plus 34 root 3 plus 17 by a plus b into a minus b. A square, 2 root 3 whole square minus 1. What is 2 root 3 whole square? 2 root 3 whole square, 2 square into root 3 whole square. 4 3 is 12 minus 1. How much it is? It is 11. So 44 root 3 minus 44 root 3 plus 34 root 3, it is 78 root 3 minus 22 plus 17, it is minus 1. Therefore, the value of this one is 78 root 3 minus 5 by 11.